Alright, so in today's video we're going to be repairing my speed computer. It's been repaired once, but as you can see, I did not do a super great job with this. I'm not going to be disassembling it. I believe this is glued together, and then this has the snaps inside there and under here, and you have to kind of remove some of the plastic, and I could do that, but I'm just going to do it externally. Just like this, I'm just going to do a better job. Because I generally try to be non-destructive when I repair these. So let's start by just cutting this old stuff off here. And I'm going to be using my favorite wire, B&Tech Go 24 gauge silicone insulated wire. Very flexible, very easy to work with. So I've already got a piece cut here. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two of these. So the speed computer is going to go to a connector like that, and then this is going to go to a connector. And the reason I want to do that is to be able to extend it however long I need it, because I have used this on control panels, like on a Technic Control Center or something, and just have it snap to it, and you have a readout for maybe the RPMs on the on a pneumatic pump or something like that. I've done that before, so I want to retain that functionality, and I don't want to have a super long cord on it, but if I need to, I'll be able to extend it. Let's see how well this is going to go here, because I'm going to try to just cut the heat shrink here and just try to keep what I've got there already, because there's not a lot of wire to work with. But if you have one, you know, that's stock, probably has wires that look like that, then you'll just need to cut, but don't cut too much. At least that much, maybe a little more, but I try to cut it pretty close. But you don't want to cut it too close, for sure. And I think the main reason I couldn't get as far down is the heat shrink I used just doesn't seem right. I think the heat shrink I've got this time should do a little better job. Alright, so let's try to get these old wires off here. Nice and easy. Okay, so next up I'm going to make my connectors, and I have another video on this. It goes into more detail, so I'm just going to kind of go through this quickly. I will say that I've really found the most important part is this right here. I kind of go between them and twist a little bit. You just want them directly straight up and down, and they also spread apart a little bit, so you can kind of push them together a little bit just to make sure they're only going to go into one wire and that they are going to go into the wire. And again, you definitely don't have to do this part. I just think this will be the best of both worlds. So I don't have a long cable that gets in the way or a cable that's too short. I just want one that I can extend if I need to. Maybe about that long. Just All right, now I need to test this to make sure I do not have a short, and then I'm getting continuity on both sides. Okay, one down, one to go. Okay, so I got two good sections of wire. I'm just gonna kind of make them the same length here. Okay. I'm going to split these apart a little bit. And you do have to split a decent ways down because your heat shrink is going to go on and then slide up, so you're going to need a little bit extra. So get some heat shrink. Let me get 4 sections of it. Just kind of eyeballing the length here. Should be plenty. Guess I could have done this before I split these apart, but well, I'll just do them separately. Don't need too much. These aren't really the best wire strippers for wires of this size, but whatever. Give them a good twist, and then we'll tin them both with solder. So the most important thing to remember here, put your heat shrink on first before you join any wires together, because you only have one chance to do this. A little more, just in case. And as far as I know, I mean, I don't think polarity is important at all here. From what I understand, inside here, there's basically a momentary switch that's pressed 3 times per revolution, and that's all it's really doing. So it's just, you don't have to worry about polarity or anything like that. Let's join our wires together here. Okay, not too bad. Decent connection there. And then just push your heat shrink as far up as you can get it to try to make sure you don't have a short up here. That's what the problem I had with it last time. If these wires twisted, they would end up shorting out. Let's try this side first, maybe. Yep. I'm just going all the way up as far as I can here. And so I've actually kind of wedged them in there just a little bit to make sure don't get any shorts. Just lightly with the heat gun. That might be good. Yep, so, I mean, certainly not perfect, but that'll work. Now let's do the other side. And to keep this from flopping around everywhere, I'm just gonna grab a motor to have some weight. I want these to be straighter. Heat shrink. Alright, good enough for me. Even though, wow, I got a big mass of solder there. Oh well. Again, this isn't something I really use that often. I can just use an RCX and a rotation sensor. But that is kind of a goal of mine. Like, you know, these one-off little devices that Lego made, I like to use them. Just, you know, if there's not, you know, actually think of, you know, creative ways to use them and make them useful. I'm trying to remember how this comes off. I think it pull up and yeah, there we go. So let's get a new battery installed. Just like that. Oh, we may have bigger problems. Is it mode that turns it on? Okay, so this seems more accurate. I think that's what these motors, the geared motor, about 400-ish RPMs. So I'm not sure what the issues I had. Like I'm trying to kind of play with the wires and see if it shorts and creates any issues. Because yeah, I don't know why it was acting so crazy earlier. So yeah, that's how you repair this guy. If you want to replace the wire, like I said, putting a connector in there could come in handy later on. So that's the speed computer. It's not the most accurate thing, but it's just kind of cool to have. So there you go.